What's up, guys? It's Mason. Welcome back to the channel. We're 16 games into the World Cup. I just wanted to do a quick video, touch on some of my favorite moments, surprises, disappointments, and just kind of round up what's happened so far. I might not touch on every team, every game, but I'm gonna try to cover as much as I can in a short amount of time. So let's get right into it. So first of all, the opener with Mexico versus South Africa. 3 red cards, as is the talk of the town. The meme with the South African player looking at the ref, he couldn't understand what he's saying, but then he gets to the end, he's just like, direct free kick, red card, and then everyone obviously understood that, so that had me dying. But um, those goals for Quinones and Raul, those were amazing. Seeing Raul in tears like that after his injury, scoring a header too. That was great to see. You see how much it means to Mexico, to the fans, to the players, and that couldn't have been a better opener, honestly. So that was a great game. Happy that Mexico won that. Um, like I said, the crowd was amazing. After the game, they were singing so loud. It was just beautiful. Um, Second game, Korea versus Czechia. That was a good game. Um, in Byum Hwang. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing anything, but man, he was bossing the game. He he played great. Um, that that was crazy. It was an offside. There was a goal for Czechia, but it was offside. They switched it, and then a couple minutes later, or maybe less than that, South Korea scores and takes the lead. So that was a great moment. Really entertaining game to end off the first day. The second day of the tournament, Canada had their first game hosting. I heard it wasn't even fully sold out. There's like 50 tickets left. I know that doesn't sound like much, but for the fact that it's their first ever home game hosting the World Cup, and these tickets are so expensive that it's not sold out, it's just a travesty. There's plenty of empty seats in a bunch of different stadiums, but I'm not gonna get too much into that. But it just sucks to see that. But um, Canada, they played okay. I thought that they I thought that they were gonna lose, so they managed to get a draw, which is not bad. Jesse Marsch is a good coach. That was a clutch equalizer for them pretty late in the game. So not a bad start for Canada, all things considered. Um, I already made a video about the USA versus Paraguay game, but I'll just say here again, Balogun looked amazing. We need him to keep doing that. I knew he would have to be crucial for us if we're gonna do big things in this tournament. So great start. Let's see what happens from here. Not gonna touch too much on that. So if you want to check out my other video, feel free. If you don't, that's cool. Um, Qatar and Switzerland. There was that crazy collision with the goalie, like the I don't know who it was, but this player on Switzerland, his hip smashed right into the dude's skull, and man, that looked like it hurt so bad. It ended up being a penalty for Switzerland. They score, and Qatar gets a clutch equalizer pretty late in the game. Gets their first ever point in the World Cup because when they hosted, they didn't get a single point. So that's cool to see. I expected Switzerland to win this, so that was a little disappointing, but um, not too much there. Brazil versus Morocco. This is the first heavy hitter, I would say. First heavy hitter of the two big teams. I mean, um, yeah, Ancelotti. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's doing. He can't decide who he wants to play as a striker. Thiago started, but then he's switching around Cunha, Rafinha. So I don't know what is his plan there. If he didn't take, like, I just don't know. I don't think he picked his best team. Endrick didn't even get on the field, which is ridiculous because he has all these clutch goals for Brazil in his very short career. So Brazil, let's not act like this was supposed to be a win for Brazil, okay? So, um, yes, it was disappointing, but Morocco is a big dog team, so let's not act like Brazil was supposed to win this 3-1 or something. So, with that being said, Vinny played pretty damn good, bailed out the team with that goal, was playing was playing hard defense, running all over the place, really. There's a couple good moments, a link up with him and Rafinha, but like I said, the positioning, I don't know what Ancelotti is really doing. He's kind of moving everything around everywhere, which it's part of the process, I guess. But for to do that in the first game against a team like Morocco is not exactly the best idea. You could have went out with your strongest team and then experimented more against Haiti and Scotland. But what do I know? For Morocco, Brahim Diaz was amazing. He was dominating these Brazilian defenders. He was getting past them, getting good passes, got the assist for the goal. Um, I don't know why he even came off because he was amazing for Morocco. Um, Mazraoui looked really good. Happy to see that. Let's see, what was his name? I'm gonna totally butcher this name, but Ayub Boadi. I don't know if I said that right, but the 18-year-old midfielder for Morocco, playing for Lille, I believe. Man, he looked great. He had 90% pass accuracy. He's only 18 years old, like I said. I saw a story. He's studying for a math degree, so this kid, I love it. He's doing math equations in his head out there on the field. Um, he was great. What a debut for him. Hakimi was pretty solid, missed a few shots, but all in all, that was a close game, a good game. I thought Morocco should have won, but they just weren't able to get that second goal. Sorry if you hear these sirens outside, but whatever. Um, so yeah, I mean, a little bit disappointing for both teams, honestly, because Morocco should have won that, in my opinion, and Brazil just had a lot of problems that I didn't understand. So I don't know what's Ancelotti's problem with Endrick because he basically wasted his career on the bench at Real Madrid when Ancelotti was there, and now he gets selected just to not play. So I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully, Endrick starts in the next match. Moving on, Scotland versus Haiti. John McGinn, Super John McGinn, gets the goal. Took some deflections, whatever, still counts for me. Great to see Scotland back in the World Cup. Um, First win in 36 years, so that's amazing. Long time coming for Scotland. Love to see it. Haiti played hard, but that's a hard group, so I don't think anyone's expecting too much from them, but they played hard. Let's see, moving on. Australia and Turkey. Oh man, this is probably my biggest disappointment of the tournament so far. How flat Turkey looked. Um, Dude, why is Kenan Yildiz not starting? What the heck? How do you not start one of the most electric young players in the World Cup? So that made no sense to me. The team looked terrible. The guy who started over Yildiz had 0 shots on target. I don't understand at all. Turkey had more possession. Sorry about that. Turkey had more possession, but more possession, more shots, more XG. It didn't matter. Australia was was more clinical. Iran Kunde, the 20-year-old, in his debut, getting the goal for Australia, youngest goal scorer for them in their history. That was pretty cool. I was impressed with him. Metcalf got the late goal to put it away. Turkey was really disappointing. They need to come out strong in their next game, which I think is against Paraguay, and then the USA is last, I believe. So I did predict them to win that group, so that was really, really, really disappointing to see them perform so bad. but um, not that I'm complaining because I want USA to win the group. But moving on from that, we got. Sorry, I'm just looking at my notes here. We got Germany and Curacao. Um, I mean, people are gonna say, "Oh, it's just Curacao. This doesn't mean anything." But you score 7 goals in a World Cup game, you can't tell me that doesn't mean something. So, man, just all around great performances from the whole squad. Nico Schlotterbeck was everywhere, had the most touches of the whole game, over 100 touches. Got his first goal for Germany, which is awesome. Kimmich had 2 assists. Underrated player. Underrated player. Deniz Undav, he only played 26 minutes and he had 2 assists and a goal. So, man. Jamal Musiala, Kai Havertz, Florian Wirtz, all playing well. Nathaniel Brown playing really well. Gets announced for Bayern in basically right as the game is ending. So, Bayern, good job signing him before the price went up because he played great. So I was really impressed with Germany. I don't care what anyone says about who the competition they're going against is because to get 7 goals to boost the confidence of the squad like that, you can't ask for anything more. So amazing, amazing start for Germany. Exactly what they need after some of their failures recently. So they really needed a good start and they got it. Let's see here. Next up, Ivory Coast and Ecuador. This is probably my favorite game of the entire tournament so far. Obviously the US game was great, but this is a far more competitive game, so wow. Yan Diomande, man. I'm just praying that this kid does not sign for Liverpool because please, I do not want to have to see Luke Shaw and Diogo Dalot going up against this kid. So please, please do not go to Liverpool, Yan Diomande. Please. We need Ahmad to do some recruiting. But wow, he was cooking on the left and the right wings. Diomande was leaving Hincapié in the dust. He didn't get a goal, but man, he was one of the most impressive performers of the entire tournament so far. So good. Just the stop and go. He would do a complete stop, go, boom, instantly passes man. Once Ahmad comes on, which I don't understand how Ahmad is not starting, but once he came on, Diomande switched to the left, kept doing the same thing. So this kid's only 19 and he's doing this to some of the best defenders in South America. I don't know. This kid's special. So we're gonna see how much he goes for in the transfer market after this World Cup because it's going up. But for Ahmad didn't even start and he had like 6 successful dribbles and all that short amount of time. What a player, what a performance. Um, that run by Singo, the defender who made the assist to Ahmad, what a run, what a play, what a clinical finish by Diallo to get the 90th minute winner. Absolute scenes. Ivory Coast, I love it. I picked Ecuador to finish above them, so that was a bit of a surprise for me, but I'm pleasantly surprised, happy to see it. And we're going to see what Diomande and Ahmad can keep doing going forward because this team looks solid. Not just them, but everyone. And next, Netherlands and Japan. I didn't watch this one as close as I wish I had, but 2-2 draw. Gravenberch had 2 assists. Close game, basically 50-50 in possession. Man, the clutch factor just came in for Japan. The clutch header. They just play hard. They play together. They have the chemistry. So Japan was another surprise for me because I thought they might struggle without Mitoma, but that just shows I don't know much about Japanese football. But wow, they surprised me. So I'm happy to see it. Love the passion from the celebration after that goal. Great game. Getting to Sweden and Tunisia. Tunisia, I don't know. I think I mispronounced it in my last video, so sorry about that. What a game for Alexander Isak, looking like he's back. So he struggled for Liverpool. Looks like he finally is back to that form he had for Newcastle. 2 assists and a goal. Um, if he's playing like that, like I said, Sweden can cause some upsets, take some names, and they could make some noise here. Ayari had a brace, didn't celebrate the first one because apparently he has family from Tunisia, but I guess they started booing him, so he celebrated the second one, which is fair enough. I love it. And Victor Gyökeres, he played pretty good, assist and a goal. So Sweden, they're dangerous. Don't sleep on them. They could do some stuff here, especially if Isak is playing that good, because he's one of the best players in the world when he's at that level. Um, all right, let's get to the man of the hour, the man of the hour himself, Vozinha. What a goalie, man! 40-year-old goalie for Cape Verde. 7 saves against the number one team in the world, quote unquote, the number one team in the world, Spain, who looked horrible without Lamine Yamal. They looked like they had zero creativity, zero, just zero skill in the final third. They had 2 shots on target from their starting front three. It's just absolutely horrible. Let's not pretend like Cape Verde is a terrible team or something because they earned their spot here. They did well in African qualifying. Um, but dude, it was horrible from Spain. Um, I don't know. I just don't know. It's like they only rely on Lamine Yamal to make these magical moments. From the minute he came in, you could tell how much they're relying on him. And I just don't think that's a formula for success to just put everything on the teenage superstar when you're supposed to have all these star players. Um, I don't know. If I was a Spanish fan, I would be pissed. Um, uh, the funny stat I saw was Cape Verde had more possession than Arsenal in the Champions League final. Um, that was crazy, but you got to give full credit to Cape Verde. They deserve that draw. That counts as a win in my book to go take down the number one ranked team in the world. So super happy for them. Vozinha is gonna get free drinks for life. That dude will never have to pay for another meal ever. He's probably I think he got like millions and millions of followers overnight. I didn't even keep track of what it was up to, but it just kept climbing every time I checked. Um, oh yeah, one more thing. How the heck is Simone starting over David Raya, man? That just doesn't make any sense to me. So justice for David Raya. He needs to be starting. We'll see if that happens, but very disappointing from Spain. Let's see here. Uruguay and Saudi Arabia. This is a close game. Saudi is a good team, man. They're very good, very solid, play together. Maxi Araujo pretty much bailed out Uruguay. They had a lot of chances, but he was the only one able to really put it away. Ugarte had a shot off the post. He played pretty good, so I'm glad to see that for him. Um, Valverde didn't have his best game, honestly. Could have done more. I expected him to do more, so a little disappointing there. And of course, that helps out Spain because they're in the same group. So Spain gets a helping hand from Saudi there, really. And that's about it for that game, honestly. Belgium and Egypt, almost to the end here. Last dance for Kevin De Bruyne and Mo Salah. 2 legends, 2 absolute legends. Even as a United fan, I gotta tip my hat to them. Love watching them play. 2 of the best players to do it in the Prem. Um, Mo Salah had the assist to Ashur for the goal. Um, yeah, so it wasn't a win, but Egypt, like I said, they don't have the most success in the World Cup, so I got no problem with that. I picked Belgium above them, but no problem with it. Just another draw. Lots of draws today, or yesterday, I mean. But yeah, Jeremy Doku wasn't really able to do his thing and get the crosses from the left as usual. So um, if Belgium's gonna be successful, they're gonna have to get him to create some more chances. Um, it was an own goal for Lukaku, but still for him to force that right after coming on, I'm happy to see that for him. He gets a lot of hate for no reason, honestly, so I like that for him. Getting to the final game last night, Iran versus New Zealand. Great game, pretty much even on possession. Um, Iran just kept answering back. What's his name? Elijah Just for New Zealand had a brace. Wood assisted both goals. So New Zealand surprised me because I thought they wouldn't do anything in this tournament. I didn't know if they'd leave with the point. So they shut me up. Tim Payne, it was actually playing. He was pretty solid. Um, but Iran just kept answering back. Was able to get that equalizer at the end. And I'm happy for them to get a result with all the political BS going on. So um, happy for them and their fans, and glad that no incidents happened during or after the game. So that's all I can really hope for. And yeah, it was a good game. Um, I think every game was a draw yesterday, but not complaining. That's football. So it's been a great tournament so far. Vozinha probably got to be the player of the tournament so far, honestly. What a legend. Um, move over Neuer. We got a new 40-year-old goalie in town. But let me know what you guys think. Who's your player of the tournament so far? Who's the best team of the tournament so far? What's your favorite goal? Let me know in the comments. Um, the France Senegal game just started as I'm recording this. Super looking forward to that. Argentina and Norway play as well today, so should be some great games. I'll probably make another video tonight or tomorrow morning. And let me know your thoughts. Like and subscribe if you feel like it. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.